since you've been
Substance.
Okay, that's right. You watched also Substance, the movie that somebody said 5 out of 5. That's right.
This movie is no more than a two, maybe
The
a two and a half.
Substance. That's right. Starring Demi Moore and Hot Tits McGee. That's right. That's right. I just The Substance. I also saw that as well because after Marie touted 5 out of 5, I was like, I have to watch The Substance. I mean, I cannot not watch it. And Marie's
Does it
covering her nose
smell
because
that bad in your place? No,
your
you're
cat.
It's literally right there, and he takes the nastiest shits ever. Oh my
What do you feed
god.
your cat?
You know what? He had chili beans last night.
chili
Wow.
beans.
You give your cat beans and you wonder why it smells bad when
I
you use the
didn't even
restroom.
think about it.
Mm.
Oh my. Anyway,
Bro, he's weird.
5 out of 5 for Marie for The Substance. Carlos saw it and he was like, "What kind of shit is this?" So Carlos,
Stupid,
you got to
stupid
tell us
movie.
about your take on The Substance.
Well, it just the idea it makes no sense. They advertise a substance as creating a newer and better version of yourself, but you're one. So that makes no sense because you're not one, even though every time she would call the hotline or the emergency line and complain about the younger self taking time from her, it goes, balance it out. You're one. And the guy hung up. I'm like, so basically he's just trying to tell them, you guys are one, you think as one, so it should be working out.
Maybe it's a hive mind.
But clearly it's not because once she's asleep for 7 days, she knows nothing what's going on until she wakes up and sees the mess in the apartment.
That's because she's sleeping.
Huh?
That's because she's asleep. You don't know what's going on when you sleep.
Exactly.
I call the cops on my neighbors.
Oh my God. So
I
anyway,
think,
if the idea
yeah,
was when you switch every 7 days, because they switch blood, that's how they end up switching, is you also gain the memory of what happened during that week. That would make sense because then you can live vicariously through the person. Or so you know what's going on, so you can plan for what's going on. That's not happening. And all the movie proves is women can't be friends with women. Women can't trust women. The younger one kept stealing time from Demi Moore,
I
kept
saw
making her
a,
more grotesque because she was greedy. She didn't want to switch at 7 days, but she knew the rules. And Demi Moore, for some reason, didn't want to terminate it. I would have terminated that shit first week it happened because I'm not living through this person. I have no contact with this person. And how did she even get a goddamn job? She didn't have a social security number. How's
like
she
I
getting
know what's
checks?
funny. I thought about that when she got hired. I thought, wait a
Yeah.
second,
you guys
what?
are thinking way too deep about this. Like, who cares?
I was like, how did you get hired? You
How'd
have
you
no
get work?
ID, no
How are there okay?
identification.
How are
Like
there like
you don't.
500 Deadpools in a universe? Like, it don't make sense. Shut up.
That
Like,
does make sense. That
That's a
part actually makes
multiverse.
sense.
That
That's a
does make
multiverse. That
total
actually makes sense.
sense.
string theory.
It
Total
just
sense.
makes more
Butterfly
sense
effect? I
than
don't care.
that makes
See,
way more
exactly,
sense.
exactly.
Look, it makes way more sense than me shitting out another version of myself, and then he's gonna go, "I'm gonna get a job right now." Really? How? I don't know. Like I got it though. Don't worry.
Exactly. You even
He's a
have you
good,
have to
he's
have
a
an
good
ID to even do
citizen.
an OnlyFans, so she couldn't have done that either because she didn't have an ID.
What?
And how did Demi Moore survive that thing coming out of her back? How
That is
did
true.
that
Because the
happen?
substance, it's
She
the
should be
substance.
dead.
It
No,
makes
she
you
should be
live.
dead.
She
But
should be dead.
my
A
problem
full
is with
human came out of her back.
my problem with the movie wasn't that so
Okay,
much.
Deadpool doesn't die ever because he doesn't get fucking injured, and same with Wolverine. And you guys think that that's okay, but this
It's
person coming out of another back.
because we're understanding it as a comic book world. We're understanding the idea. This doesn't make any sense. A whole person came out of your back. Where did that person come from to where you still have your organs and everything intact
And
when
your spine.
yeah,
Like
everything.
Gremlins. You said exactly like
No,
Gremlins.
Gremlins is different. It popped out
They
little
pop out
balls,
like little
like
tiny
little
balls. They
eggs
pop out.
almost. Yeah.
Who?
This is my problem with the movie. The flaw was this. Why would
The
you want
movie.
another version of yourself younger? It makes sense if I took the substance and I became younger, but why
But that's
would you want
just it. It wasn't even a
another?
younger Demi Moore.
No, no, no. I know. I'm just saying though, in general, why would you want that? I don't understand why
I
she
don't understand that
wanted that. I
either
didn't get
because that's
that.
not. How does that add to your life? How
I,
does that? I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
get it.
I would
It's
get it if, let's say, the other thing popped out and you more or less took over that body, and then you knew in 7 days you had to go back and switch because, or else it would, everything's gonna be thrown off. So you're
Like,
always in
yeah,
control
exactly.
of it.
So you
That
become
makes
that younger
sense.
self for 7 days.
Yeah.
Then you have
That
to go
makes
back
sense.
to your regular self for 7 days and
Yeah.
switch back to the younger one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would make total sense, but you still couldn't get a job.
Well, yeah, because if you went back, say you went back to the producer or whatever, and you're like, no, that is me, believe me. And he's like, what? No, I'm telling you, it's me. And like you somehow convince him and you're fine. But you're right. You can't get a job. That's not you. Why do you want to do that? I don't understand that. I didn't
So
understand
you're
that part.
hoping that the producer will get the studio to cut checks in the other
Like in
person's name, like in
yeah,
Demi's
yeah.
name.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Or your older self goes back to the studio going, look, I have a cousin. She's coming in from wherever. She'd be great to replace me, but she doesn't have paper. Whatever it is, whatever. Illegal shit. Doesn't matter.
Or I
The
could just be
point
like, hey, I
being,
need you to deposit my checks into this account.
yeah.
That's it.
The point being
Well, how
though
long was
is
this going on? For 3 months? Like, she had Demi Moore's money. Didn't matter.
But how is she going to get it?
no, but I was gonna say, how does she get any of the
Because she
money?
doesn't
She
have
has
any
no
memory of Demi. She
identification.
doesn't
She
have any
has no
memory of like
it,
ATM numbers,
it
passwords,
doesn't make
anything like that.
sense. She doesn't have
Credit.
any.
I guess
You
you
could
can
just
steal the credit cards, sure.
But again, how is she getting paid for her massive new TV show?
She hasn't yet. They haven't gotten that far because he's a thief and he's a thief. He didn't pay her, but she's not worried about it because she's on Demi Moore's money. There you go.
You need a reason because
Wow.
you get this movie a 5. So
You
that's
guys are
good.
you guys are thinking weird shit. You guys are thinking
No,
about it
I'm
way too
no.
hard.
I
Like,
think of normal shit when I watch movies in general. I'm like that doesn't no, that
That
doesn't
makes sense.
make
but
sense.
I mean, does it make sense for a huge hemoglobin of fucking
No, that part
What
was
did you
Pink
call
stupid
it?
as
You
shit
called it, what
too.
did you call it?
hemoglobin?
No. You call it some sort of, you referred to it
Oh,
like several times.
Birkenstocks. No,
Bergdahl.
wait.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cronenberg.
Yeah, Cronenberg.
Cronenberg.
That's
Like
the
over
guy's
and
last
over.
name.
Cronenberg. Yeah, the director. Yeah.
Oh, is
That's
it?
the-
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
And
the
that didn't make any
original,
sense
like,
to me either. When she showed up at the door of the studio and security's like, oh, they were looking for you. He didn't go, what?
Yeah, that part was
you guys
dumb
are
as
thinking
shit.
about it way too fucking
No.
deep,
That part
bro.
was really dumb.
No, that was
Because
super dumb because she had
open
a
the door.
picture stapled to her face.
Yeah.
He opens the door and he goes, oh, they've been waiting for you. I'm like, what?
Like,
Who?
do you not see
What?
this huge grotesque monster in front of you with like an
The
arm
point is
sticking out
that
the
the
back? Oh my
society
God.
wasn't paying attention that hard.
Do you think? Wait, that's what you got out of it?
No, I mean that last piece. It's like society really wasn't paying attention that hard. They just want like something. They don't even want substance. See, there you go.
They
It's a
just
whole
want-
metaphor.
Okay,
They
but
don't
I
want
would have got that
substance.
if they were
They-
looking for like the hot young chick. They don't care as long as they get the hot young chick. But that's not what showed up at the door. The blob showed up at the door.
No, the
Which
ending
is
was dumb
stupid.
altogether.
It was
The ending was
stupid.
dumb. When
It was
and
dumb.
like
Like
when the tit.
what Marie said, she gave birth to a tit. That was so stupid.
So
That was so
stupid.
dumb.
I mean, I watched it almost like they're just trying to create shock factor at this point.
Yeah,
That's what
like
they're
Demi
trying to do.
Moore's face was attached to this thing. It
Yeah,
reminded me
yeah,
of the
yeah.
thing that with the spider came out of the
and
the
Demi,
face.
yeah, and her face was in the puddle.
yeah when it crawled on top of the star.
Yeah.
And then they scrubbed it away like it was nothing. I mean, that's what people thought. That's what people. At the end, the message was a little more clear. The end of the message was like, "Okay, you're here once, and then they'll just sweep it away, and that's it."
Oh no,
Nobody's
that's
gonna
what I got out of it. In the end, it's like
Yeah.
when your
Nobody
time
gave
has
a shit.
passed, who cares?
Yeah.
Bring the new person in, roll the old shit out. We're done with you.
But isn't anybody going to show up at her apartment, even that weirdo next door? And
No, we didn't care
someone
about
show up
her.
and, like,
Oh, she scared him. Remember when she came out? As
No. I got that, but isn't anybody going to do a welfare check? Hey, she didn't show up. Why does this blob thing show up? Then you're going to see the husk laying on the ground.
Oh my
the
god,
bathroom
you're doing
floor.
too much.
Yeah, you're thinking about this way too much. Social security
Boy,
numbers,
this-
IDs,
if
bank
you-
accounts.
But if you're giving this a 5 out of 5, you have to
5.
think about it. A 5 out of 5. You should join Rotten Tomato critic list because you guys judge the crappiest movies and give it
No,
such
wait a second. Wait a
high
second.
rate.
No, wait a second.
Wait a second.
Carlos thinks Wolverine and Deadpool is a 5. Like it is
Absolutely.
not. It is not. Why? It's just action. It's stupid. We even say how repetitive it is and how it's just a cash grab.
First of all, that movie's not a 5. I mean, it's not a 5. Deadpool Wolverine's not a 5. But Substance is not a 5. It is not a rewatchable movie.
I might rewatch it.
You might.
What's not 5 out of 5? Oh,
Deadpool
Werewolf.
Wolverine.
Oh, I keep calling it werewolf.
oh, did I give it a 5? I think
Yes,
I
you
gave it a
did.
4.5.
No, you said it's so rewatchable. I don't know why they're not going to give it an Oscar.
Yeah, I
The
know.
Oscars are whack.
My argument was, why don't they give sci-fi movies Oscars?
Why don't they give this one
Because
an
movies
Oscars?
like
It was
this
so
bring people to the
good.
theater.
It was so good. It
How
should
many
deserve an
seats do you think were
Oscar.
filled in Substance? I'm going to say 6,
What?
maybe 12.
What'd you say? What was the question?
Oh, how much money did the
How many
Substance
people
make?
went to the theater to
And
watch
so now we're
Substance?
basing it off money?
No, I'm just saying movies that bring people to the theater, put asses in seats, should be considered for Oscars. Not some bullshit story like The Substance.
No, that's stupid because then we're just basing it off the same thing. People with money. Only the things that have money will be making Oscars. Like only
it's a
the rich
popularity
white people with
contest.
money
You
can
heard of
make the
this
decisions
before?
on the
It's called the
Oscars.
Billboard Awards. Billboard Award is a popularity contest.
Yeah, but that's a Billboard Award. No one pays attention.
You guys have to guess. I already pulled it up. How much money did the Substance make worldwide?
I don't know. How much
What was the budget?
people make or do movies usually make? It made a lot of money, didn't it?
I asked you a question.
Worldwide,
How much money?
90.
Would you say
Yeah.
90 million? All right.
90.
Marie.
All right. 89 million
Oh my
or
gosh, she's
89,990.
Oh
Price
my
is
God.
right.
$1.
$1.
If you would have said $1, you would have won. It made $39 million.
Hey, now.
Wait,
I bet you
30
that movie
Wow.
though cost maybe 10 million to make.
Hell
So
no.
wait, is that good?
I don't know.
If it
Dennis
costs
Quaid,
10 million,
Demi
that's
Moore,
good.
and the other
Oh,
young.
Demi
forget
Moore.
her
You think
name.
Demi Moore gets a big paycheck these days? I don't think
It
so.
doesn't matter. Even if you're giving her 2, you give Dennis 2, you give the other girl maybe.
Wait, who's
half.
Dennis?
Dennis
I mean,
Hopper?
Randy. No,
Dennis Quaid?
Yeah, Dennis Quaid, right? Yeah,
Oh,
not Randy.
man.
Dennis Quaid.
Dennis
He's gonna
Quaid.
get
I
at
don't
least
think he's-
2 or
I don't
not
think he's
more.
getting 2 million for that.
And that girl's a coming up star, and she showed her
Yeah,
titties.
she
So
probably
like,
made-
She ain't getting $1 million either.
No, maybe half, but still, there's half your budget.
damn, those people don't make any money. So wait, so is 39 million based off a 10 million budget? Is that's not good?
I don't
Well,
think
it's
a
good.
10 million
It's
budget,
depending
is what I think.
on the marketing budget. That's where it comes
Oh,
down to.
Okay.
A lot of movies, their main budget is the marketing budget. So when people say the Joker cost $200 million to make, yeah, because the marketing budget was like $80 million.
So how much was the market
Oh, I don't know.
for what Deadpool?
Okay, so
Oh,
the budget was
Deadpool.
17.5 mil for The Substance.
That's how much it costs to make.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And does that
The
include the
box
market
office was
cost?
34. So it doubled its budget.
For a movie like that, that's actually pretty good, to be honest. Because it
There you
wasn't,
go.
they probably never thought they'd make $30 million off that movie.
No.
And then they turn around and sell it to somebody like HBO or some shit, and they pay them $10 million on
And
top
it's
of
still
that.
in the theaters. It hasn't even come out on
Oh no,
home.
it'll be out of theaters next week. Don't worry about that.